Hi, hello, and assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to my English class for today. Today, I'm going to cover civic education, and my title for today is Good Leaders. These are my lesson objectives for today. The first one: describe contributions of past leaders to the harmony and prosperity of the community. Second, express happiness toward selfless past leaders. Third, emulate the attitude and love shown by past leaders for the country. Okay, now are you ready for my lesson today? Before I start my lesson, let's answer these questions. When is Malaysia Independence Day? Hmm, easy, right? Malaysian Independence Day is just around the corner. It is on 31st August. All people in Malaysia nationwide will celebrate this day with um, a big celebrations. Okay, because we celebrate our country freedom from colonial. Okay, next questions. When is Malaysia Day? When is Malaysia Day? Do you even know what is Malaysia Day? Malaysia Day is on 16th September, 2 weeks after our Independence Day. Malaysia Day is the day when the peninsula and the Borneo, the Sabah and Sarawak become one country Malaysia. It has happened in 16th September 1963. So started 2010. The Prime Minister of that time has started celebrate but has officiated this Malaysia Day and become a public holiday for all Malaysian for nationwide become the public holiday on 16th September every year. Okay, next we go to the focus of today's lesson. Leader. So, a leader is a person who leads or commands a group, organization, or country. Maknanya yang menjadi ketua. Sesiapa saja yang jadi ketua, dialah leader. For example, in class, apa? We have group discussions. So, the one who lead the group, he is the leader. Your class, ketua kelas, the leader. Okay, a group, an organization. For example, the school. The leader of our school is our headmaster. Your family. The leader of your family is your father. And the country. Who's the leader of the country? The leader of a country is called the prime minister. Okay, a prime minister is the head of an elected government. Okay, as you know that we have apa kita panggil sistem demokrasi. We have election every 4 years. So the elected government will appoint the leader, and the leader is the prime minister that will serve the country for 4 years. Okay, do you know how many prime minister does Malaysia have from Independence Day on from 1957 till now? Do you know each one of them? Okay, let's have a quick review, just a brief of that. We are not going to learn in depth who are the have the what are the contribution. We just learn the just apa a brief about them. All right. So now the first Prime Minister of Malaysia, which is Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al Haj, is known as Father of Independence because he was the one who brought Malaysia to independence. So he served the country from 31st August 1957 to 22nd September 1970. Okay, Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Hajj. The second Prime Minister, which is Tun Haji Abdul Razak bin Hussein, which was the father of the sixth Prime Minister, Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak. He was known as the father of development because during his time there was a tremendous growth in electronic industry in Malaysia. Before Malaysia ni lebih dikenali sebagai negara yang apa lebih tumpu pada agriculture, pertanian. So in during his time electronic berkembang lah. Okay. He also the one who chart the development of the nation physically, politically and socially. Dia juga the founder of Barisan Nasional. That's why he known as the father of development. He served the country from 22nd September 1970 till 14 January 1976. Then he passed the baton to the third Prime Minister of Malaysia, Tun Hussein On. Okay, he's known as the father of unity, Bapa Perpaduan. He served the country from 15 January 1976 to 16 July 1981. Okay, why he was known as father of unity? Because during his um, time, he's stressing the issue of unity in economic imbalance between various communities found in Malaysia. So sebelum ni Malaysia ni kita apa kaum ni dibahagikan mengikut sektor ekonomi masing-masing. For example, Malay is in agriculture, Chinese in business, in economic business, and Indians in plantation dalam rubber plantation. So they seem this one like macam tak balance. So they want a balance. He wants a balance economic. So nak macam semuanya sama, bersatu padu dalam satu ekonomi yang sihat macam tu. Alright. Okay. Next we move to the fourth Prime Minister of Malaysia, which is the longest serving Prime Minister in the record. Okay, here is Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, our father of modernizations. He served the country from 16 July 1981 until 30 October 2003. Okay, 22 years. 22 tahun dia memegang tampuk pimpinan negara kita. Okay, and he was a doctor before he became a prime minister. Okay, during his time there was a rapid modernization in Malaysia. Malaysia memang berkembang berkembang pesat lah di bawah pemerintahan Tun Mahathir. Okay, we have modernization in economy growth sangat maju masa tu, and you can see a series of bold infrastructure project. As we can see that we have here KLCC, Putrajaya, KLIA, projek-projek mega ni semua adalah one of his idea. Okay. Alright, next we move to the fifth Prime Minister, which is Tun Abdullah Badawi. He's the father of human capital development, Bapa Modal Insan. He's the one who also introduced the concept of Islam Hadari, which is the intercompatibility of Islamic economy and technology. He served the country from 31st October 2003 to 3rd April 2009 for 5 years. Next, we have the sixth Prime Minister, which is Datuk Seri Najib bin Tun Razak. He is the father of transformation. Okay, One Malaysia. Do you still remember that? Okay, so he's the one that came up with that program, and then he is involved in the various kind of campaign and economic growth. Right, he transformed many things in Malaysia, and then back to this genius man. Okay, our seventh Prime Minister, Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad. He also hold the record of the apa the oldest Prime Minister in elected in Malaysia. Okay, he was at the age of 92 when he became the seventh Prime Minister. Okay, and he also break the record of apa the longest lah because he 22 years plus 2 years, so 24 years serving Malaysia. Okay, okay, then he stepped down in 2020 after serving the country for 2 years. And then we have this eighth prime minister, which is Tan Sri Datuk Haji Muhyiddin bin Haji Muhammad Yassin. Okay, so he's the shortest serving PM. Okay, before we have the longest serving PM, now he's the shortest serving PM only for 17 months. Okay, he became the Prime Minister of Malaysia for only 17 months. He's the one who responsible to cater this pandemic of COVID-19 in Malaysia. Okay, he's the one who iterate the MCOs. Okay, and he's the one who working on this vaccination program all over Malaysia. Okay, so but unluckily, he has to step down on 16 August 2021. And recently we have the ninth Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister, which has been appointed last Friday, which is Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri bin Yaakob. He was appointed on 20th August till present. We hope that Malaysia will keep on blooming and this pandemic will be apa and soon, inshallah. Okay, so those are the leaders of our country, the ninth Prime Minister of Malaysia. Actually, they are but the traits that we want to discuss that these Prime Minister, the leaders, they all have contributes in different kind of field. Okay, dia punya aim satu to create a harmonious Malaysia, to create a prosperity in Malaysia. Prosperity maksudnya negara yang kaya lah. Okay, so these are the characteristics of good leadership that can be found in this ninth leaders of Malaysia. Okay, first they apa in order to be a good leader, not only a good leader of a country lah, even you want to be a good leader in anything in your group project pun, these are the characteristics if you want to be a good leader. Okay, let's see, we have um communication. This is a very important key in being a good leader. Communication. You have to know how to communicate. Kena tahu berinteraksi. Because bila you jadi leader, you have subordinates. You ada orang-orang bawahan you. So you know how to communicate. Mesti ada komunikasi dua. Hala jangan you je semua yang bagi arahan. That's not a good leadership. Okay. Then you must have vision. Mesti ada pandangan yang jauh. Okay. You have goals, impian, apa yang you nak buat. You have knowledge. Knowledge kena ada lah. Jangan jadi just boneka leader. Tahu boneka leader macam tahu apa ada orang yang suruh tu kan. And then approachable, senang di apa? Orang nak jumpa senang, orang nak cakap apa-apa pun senang. Macam orang tak trigger dengan you, orang tak takut dengan you. Okay, and then you have good relationships with many kinds of people. Okay, and then you must be confident because you want to rule your members, you want to rule your government, so you must be confident and a little bit of sense of humor. Takkan nak serius memanjang kan. Okay, and then you can motivate people, you can inspire people, be prepared. Kena bersedia dengan apa juga cabaran-cabaran, halangan-halangan yang akan datang. So you must be well prepared. Trust, amanah. Okay, seorang yang amanah tu sangat penting. Okay, and then you are an organized person. Tak boleh lah nak jadi ketua jenis macam yang cacah marba buat kerja asal boleh. Macam ini kat mana kau tak tahu. So you have to be an organized person to be a good leader. So, if you have these 10 characteristics of good leadership, inshallah, you will be a great leader soon. Okay, so now let's say this one. Okay, the secret to success is good leadership, and good leadership is all about making the lives of your team members or workers better. Maksudnya, apa? Kalau you ni seorang ketua yang hebat, yang bagus macam yang bagus lah, ketua yang bagus. Maksudnya you bukan sahaja bagus untuk organisation you sahaja, tapi orang-orang bawah you pun happy, their life becomes better. That's mean you have a good leadership. Alright. Okay. So now the task for today. The task for today, it is interesting. I'm looking forward for this one. So if you are the Malaysia's next prime minister, what kind of leader that you will be? Sekiranya soon, okay, because you are the leader of tomorrow, guys. Okay, so if you are the Malaysian next prime minister, what kind of leader that you will be? Based on the traits tadi, ataupun maybe you have your own goals, maybe you have your own visions. Okay, so what kinds of leader that you will be? I want you to write your answer in a paragraph, not less than 50 words, tak kurang daripada 50 patah perkataan. Okay, it may be like range like 50 to 100 words lah. Okay, janganlah pula you hantar satu essay panjang 300 patah perkataan. Okay, just like a paragraph, not less than 50 words. Okay, okay, I'm looking forward for this one. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Thank you for listening. And yeah, please send your tasks to the Telegram channel soon. Okay, that's all. I'll see you around in the next lesson. Bye bye. Have a good day.